What is going on, everybody? John Impemba here with with Andrew Cooper. It's week 15, Coop. Fantasy football playoffs here.
Let's go, dude.
How we
Let's
doing?
go. It's time, baby. It's time. Honestly, I want to say something real quick, and I'll tell you this, dude. Throughout the world, there's some bad stuff going on, and people say, it's bad, it's getting worse. But here's one thing. As long as we have football, we know it can't be too bad, right? We know that things are okay. The day they turn around and say, hey, you know what? We can't afford to have any fun today. Things are too bad out there. They take football away. That might be a sad day. But for now, I look around and say, hey, you know what? There's football. It means it can't be too bad out there. Let's have some fun today, Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, definitely great to have the football here on Sundays. We wish it would last forever. We are week 15, though. It is crazy how quickly the season's gone by. Fantasy football playoffs are here. Soon to be the NFL playoffs will be here. And then we just roll right into combine season. So, the NFL calendar never really ends for us here, but obviously an important week for many. Kicked off on Thursday. We had 3 games yesterday, some pretty interesting 3 games that went down. Some more injury news, unfortunately, happened yesterday with Moss and Pittman and Jamar Chase. But now we come in here on a Sunday, some injury news that we are waiting on, some guys that have already been ruled out. And then, of course, the weather is a story here. Now, it's not snow, despite being in the middle of December, but we have wind, we have rain. Should make for a messy week 15 here, Coop.
Yeah, it's scrappy, man. And you got to scrap to win your leagues. I'm telling you, I've won leagues where I started Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback. Howard Bender won a league last year where we were starting Isaiah Hodgins, an industry league. So it might look ugly. You might not feel good about it. But at the end of the day, you got to stay plugged in. You got to make those crazy moves. We're here. We're going to answer every single question in the chat. That's the deal. So do us a favor and make it easier on us. Only ask once. I know you might think putting in there twice will make it easier to get your question answered, but we're going to go in order. We're going to knock them all. Some of the veterans here, Ethan, Brandon, Paul from Georgia, they were in before the show even started. Rex Timotheus, smart. But we're going to get to all of them. Just do us a favor. Let us know if it's PPR, full PPR, half PPR, whatever it is. Let us know what kind of situation you're in. Did you face Sam Laporta yesterday? And always, if there's any shadow of a doubt that there might be multiple guys with similar names, just put the full name in there, right? No B. Robinsons, no J. Williamses. Try and give us the information we need, and we'll help you guys out. So, John, we got a lot of questions, a lot of important leagues. Why don't we get to it?
Yeah, listen, before we get into these questions, I just want your initial thoughts on the weather. Atlanta, Carolina, supposed to be downpours throughout the game. Our guy Kevin Roth labeled it as rain buckets. With wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Chicago, Cleveland is going to see some rain. At some point, that rain's going to go away, but we're still looking at winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 25. New York and Miami, there's supposed to be some potential rain there with wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusts around 30. Dallas, Buffalo could have some rain. Later on tonight, Baltimore, Jacksonville could have some rain going on there with gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour. So, I mean, how are you approaching these rain and wind games here?
Yeah, so typically, and we say this all the time on the show, typically snow helps the offense to some degree. Rain, we don't worry about it unless it's torrential, and this is one of the rare cases where it is going to be so torrential, where it's affecting visibility, where the ball is going to be crazy slippery, and we're talking about a rookie quarterback on one side here trying to handle a ball like that, man, that's going to be rough. So I am downgrading guys in the Atlanta, Carolina game. The big thing for us in general has been the wind, right? And it's the gusts that are the problem, because if you get wind of 25, 35, obviously 50 is insane. But what happens is a guy throws a deep ball and the wind grabs it and, completely changes the trajectory. And from then on out, the coach and the quarterback are thinking, oh, remember that time I threw that ball and the wind completely grabbed it? We can't throw anymore. That's what happens, man. It's a mental thing a lot of times where, besides the fact that the ball physically is moving because of the wind. So you have to be very careful when they say the wind's going to be crazy. So I'm worried about Atlanta, Carolina. I'm worried about Chicago, Cleveland. Not so much worried about the Jets in Miami, but in general, I'm worried about the game script there. And then now this Baltimore Jaguars game all of a sudden is on the slate here. I'm not worried about the Patriots game. I got boots on the ground outside today. Not a problem here. Buffalo, I'm not worried about, and Seattle tomorrow. Too early to call, but it always rains in Seattle. Like it's usually not anything too crazy there. So that's what I got for weather.
Speaking of Seattle, Adam Schefter just tweeting out now, the Eagles have downgraded Jalen Hurts to questionable for Monday night's game. His sickness has worsened overnight. He's traveling separately from the team to Seattle with hopes that he will play and not get anyone else sick.
Yeah.
If you have an option today to play somebody over Jalen Hurts, do you play somebody over Jalen Hurts? I mean, how bad could the flu be for him in this matchup here?
Let's go through real quick, and you're the QB whisperer, so let's just get that done right now.
Sure.
You're starting Josh Allen if you have him. You're starting Lamar Jackson. You're starting Dak Prescott. You're
Yeah, I
starting
mean, I imagine you
Patrick
don't
Mahomes.
have these guys
Right.
over and Jalen Hurts. So
Well, let me get into the range where you might. Brock Purdy against
yeah,
the Cardinals.
I
You
play
started.
Purdy over Hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What about Sam Howell?
Honestly, you might have, dude. You Monday Night Football, you can't take a zero on the
Can't
playoffs,
take a zero, and you can't start Marcus Mariota. I'm sorry.
right?
But that's where the line is, right? Like you get down into certain range, and it's like Will Levis or Marcus Mariota. I'll grab Mariota and just hope Hurts plays. But
Right.
like I'm starting Matt Stafford if I have him.
Yeah, Stafford, Howell,
Jordan Love.
who?
Jordan Love,
Yeah, definitely Jordan Love.
Trevor Lawrence.
Not at 60-mile-an-hour winds, but again, like you can't. No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to play Trevor Lawrence. If I could find someone else to play over Trevor Lawrence today, I would. Like I'm playing Howell over Trevor Lawrence today.
Yeah,
and I was playing Howell over Lawrence anyway.
Me too. Me too.
Now with the wind,
Kyler Murray.
I might play Kyler. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Last one. If you, the real move is go see if Geno Smith is out there right now and add Geno Smith to your that'll make you sleep easy tonight at least.
Or Locke, I guess. Pick up Locke and see if Locke's out there just in case.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you start? The fact that they downgraded him and he's traveling by himself because he's that sick has me worried.
Flacco? Does it have you Flacco worried?
I might play Flacco. 45 pass attempts the last 2 games.
Crazy. All right. Well,
that's just a scary scenario here with Jalen Hurts being in that situation. So
Geno Smith might not play too. So it's like yeah. That's crazy business. Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, let's get into questions.
Yeah, let's get into it here. Ethan's first one in here, Singletary Achane.
I'm going Achane. Singletary has one of the worst matchups to run against with the Titans, and you can't throw to them either because running backs against the Titans have the fewest receptions of any running back as well. So I'm just going to go with Achane and just hope I'm good.
Mingo, Washington, Shakir, or Michael Wilson?
Yeah, Michael Wilson scored twice against the 49ers last time they played, but that's not really how it works, is it, John? It's more targets that are predictable. And I'm chasing targets. I'm going Mingo. And he got 10 and 9, 19 targets last 2 games. The weather's bad, though, too, John. What do you think? I don't like Shakir. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm guessing this is Parker, Washington.
Yeah.
Can't go there. I don't want Shakir.
You start Michael Wilson.
Yeah, it might be Michael Wilson.
I think you start Michael Wilson, Ethan.
Yeah, it's tough. But I think Michael Wilson's the way to go. Cowboys, Rams, and Chiefs defense here today.
I have the Chiefs ranked 1. I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Okay. Tua or Fields in a 6-point touchdown league?
I have Fields ranked 8. I like Fields a lot. Tua, I don't like the matchup. I don't like the Tyreek's Hill. I don't like that it's windy. Tua, I have ranked now 10. Tight end, QB 10. I have Howell and Fields ahead.
Okay.
What do you think, John? I mean,
I don't really love Fields going into Cleveland and the weather. I understand that Cleveland's defense is down a little bit, but Tua against the Jets doesn't feel that great either, especially if Tyreek doesn't play. So I think I go Fields. I go Fields.
The 6-point passing makes it a little more difficult. If it was
it makes it better for Tua. But you can't throw on the Jets defense.
Right,
run on the Jets defense.
Yeah, so the people have been pointing to the last time these teams played, but Michael Carter too, the slot corner, was out. He's a very good player. So like this is a different defense than they faced last time. Just want everyone to know that.
Yeah, I agree. So give me Fields on that one. Rex saying good morning to us here, and then Tori wants to know Goddard or Njoku.
I'm going with Njoku. I know that, I've been talking about Eddie Jackson. If you want to play it real safe, go with Goddard, but it's not really even safe anymore with Jalen Hurts potentially out. So I'm just going to go Njoku. He's been a target machine lately, even if we don't love the matchup and the weather. And honestly, the weather sometimes helps tight ends.
Yeah. Daryl here. Why you never quit? We have an 8-team playoff with the home team getting to +10 Okay. There's a chance all top seeds lose this week. That's crazy. Get a home team buy it plus 10 coop. That's a way to do a league, huh?
That's
Yeah.
that's really interesting. So the top 4 teams get 10 extra points,
Right.
right?
It's crazy.
That's wild. I don't mind that one, but if you're going to go that route, Daryl, then you should consider doing what the Scott Fish Bowl does, which is you take your season average plus this week. So if your team crushes all year, you get an advantage, and your advantage is based on how well you did during the year. I kind of like that better than the free 10 points.
Yeah. Brandon here, full flex, Tyreek, Achane, or Olave. So Brandon, doesn't seem like Olave is going to play based on current reports. Tyreek Hill's going to warm up pregame, but Achane's also a little bit banged up. So where are we going here, Coop?
And that's what stinks about this period here is that you have great players, right? I'm going to go with Achane just because Tyreek, I don't know. He is built different, and I know he's chasing a record. That's the only reason we're considering this guy, but he straight up said he can't cut. He's just going to be running straight. So I don't know. It's not a good matchup either. Give me Achane.
And then Achane or Ford?
Achane.
Okay. Purdy or Lamar Jackson? I'm going Purdy here, given that weather down in Jacksonville.
Yep.
I like Purdy over him anyways, honestly. So, Russ, give me Purdy there.
Right.
Cooper, OBJ, Godwin, or Brown?
Yeah, so Godwin's been banged up, but I really don't. Man, this is a tough one because OBJ doesn't play the full game. Amari Cooper.
And he's in the weather game, so.
And Amari Cooper's in a weather game. It's about the trust level on Godwin, John. What's your trust level on him? He had the neck issue, and now he's got a knee issue. I think I still go Godwin though.
Yeah, Amari Cooper and Godwin practice, right? So as long as he's active today, I think that's where we're.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, Amari and Godwin. OBJ he really is a part-time player, running about 50% of the routes at best.
Agreed. Let's see here.
Richard
Reed, Hubbard, or Ridley?
I like Hubbard, man. He's getting 20 carries a week, and the weather should have them leaning into the run.
Yep, I agree with you. Howell or Stafford today? I'm going to go Stafford in this one.
Stafford, man. Stafford.
Dak or Lamar? We got to go Dak.
Dak, yep.
Goddard and Njoku. Tori, I think we answered this one for you already.
We did that one, yeah. Just throw him in there one time. We will get to him. We're going to Njoku in case you missed it.
Kirill wants to know Logan Thomas or Isaiah Likely?
Logan Thomas or Isaiah? Oh, I have Isaiah Likely ahead. I'm not for shallow A-dot guys. They're not affected as much by the weather. Logan Thomas does have a good matchup, and I like Logan Thomas if you play DFS. He's only 3,700 on DraftKings. I would start Likely and then do a DFS lineup with Logan, but I'm going Likely. He's been too involved.
Okay. Lewis, 1 point every 5 catches. Jaden Reed, Tyler Lockett, Noah Brown.
You can't go away from Jaden Reed right now. Christian Watson's out, right, John?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Jaden Reed.
Yeah, can't go away from the way he's playing. He also, if you look around, he was getting carries already. He scored the rushing touchdown last week. Aaron Jones usually is limited in his first game back. AJ Dillon dealing with a thumb injury. They're gonna have
Dillon's already out. Yeah,
he's already out. It's gonna be Patrick Taylor and Aaron Jones. Would not be surprised to see Jaden Reed get at least a carry.
He had 4 carries last week. He might get more. So
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, Jaden Reed.
Skinny saying, "Let's go be winners today." Steven here, wide receiver 2, non-PPR: Demarcus Robinson, Noah Brown, Zay Jones, Godwin, or Thielen.
Just one. I like Zay Jones, but Demarcus Robinson definitely a DFS dart throw. But Zay Jones has gotten 22 targets over the last 2 weeks after Christian Kirk got hurt. 22.
No, I agree. I'm in on. I mean, well, the thing with Zay Jones is the weather. So
right. I think he's going to be fine.
It's 60 gusts of 60 miles an hour, dude.
But it's not guaranteed. Like
I mean, even if it's not 50 to 60, you got to think it's 30 to 40. I mean,
well,
I don't think I go Zay Jones.
But it's saying that what I've been told is that the weather's going to show up late, that it's not like the whole game. So it's like, maybe towards the end, they're talking like tail end of the game. It might not even hit the game. It might not even hit it. So what option were you going to go with?
I was going to go DeMarcus Robinson.
Okay. So why don't you play it this way? Put DeMarcus Robinson in there. That game's at 4:00. The Ravens game's at 8:00. So just, you gotta play weatherman with this one and just see what people are saying about whether the storm's going to hit during the game, if it's going to miss the game. If the weather really clears up, then go Zay Jones. Otherwise, DeMarcus Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to look for some updates there. But I don't want anything to do with a game that could have that kind of weather implication. So
50, 60 is like insane.
they're just not even going to throw the football. That's the Patriots Bills a couple years ago. They just couldn't even throw it. Singletary,
Patriots won throwing 3 times.
Yeah, Singletary, McKinnon, Gibson, Jones, Donta Foreman need 3.
3 of them. I feel like you got to go with Antonio Gibson with. I don't like him in DFS, but I think you got to go with Antonio Gibson with Brian Robinson out.
Yeah, I'm going to go because Aaron Jones has been limited every single time he's come back from injury, so he probably doesn't get the full snap share. McKinnon in a timeshare, Donta Foreman in a timeshare, so Gibson's where I'm going to go here.
I'm starting Singletary. He needs 3.
Oh, Singletary. Okay, so Singletary, Gibson, and
Jeffrey Simmons is out for the Titans, so Singletary not as bad as you would think.
No, Singletary, McKinnon, and Gibson would be the 3 I'd play.
Yep.
Achane or Jerome Ford in a PPR.
I'm going Achane.
Jaden Reed or Breece Hall.
Ooh, that one's a little tougher, John. I really like the usage for Jaden Reed.
Yeah, gotta go Reed against Tampa Bay here. Planning to play Cooper, but Wary Johnson sits. Am I crazy to roll with Demario Douglas instead?
So Pop has been cleared from a concussion, so he should not have limitations this week.
Does he play over a healthy Parker and Juju? Never know it, Bill.
No, he doesn't. I know he doesn't. We're talking about a part-time player for sure. So I don't know.
I'm going to go Amari Cooper. I'm not worried.
Go with Amari Cooper, yeah.
Again, Joe Flacco can throw through a little wind. The man's got a cannon. McBride or Ferguson?
Go on McBride. I have McBride ranked like tight end 4 this week. I had Laporta. I have a Kelsey 1, Hawkinson and Laporta were 2 and 3, and then McBride he's just one of the few guys that's a true focal point of his offense.
Yeah, I mean, listen, even at garbage time, he could come through.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's just no the quote unquote shut down. What does it look like? You know what I mean? It could look like 10 targets and 6 receptions for 50 yards, which I don't care. I'll take that. McBride you can't just they're not going to remove him from the game. It's like he's going to get looks.
Agreed. Let's see. We have Cleveland defense or Giants defense here.
I like Cleveland against the Bears. I thought if it's going to be windy and wet and Justin Fields scrambling around all over the place. Justin Fields, he quite often, once he gets to the second level, he loses the ball a lot. Like in that he fumbles the ball quite often. So I do like the Browns. I know the Browns are a little banged up, but still.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Fields or Murray here. I'm going to go Fields in that matchup.
Yep.
Ann wants to know, do I dare consider starting Stafford over Dak? Yeah, and I would definitely play Stafford over Dak today. That's fine by me.
You're in on that?
Yeah, 100%. The matchup against the Commanders at home
doesn't get any better.
You're getting 3 straight 20+ fantasy point games from Stafford. It's not like Dak is going to massively outperform that if we continue to see that play over Stafford. Supposed to get back on the road in Buffalo, maybe some rain. I mean, Stafford for sure over Dak.
Do they have the highest implied point total? Let me check.
Their team point total is like 29.5 today.
Yeah. So it looks like it's second. There's the 49ers are the highest and their second highest implied point total.
I Stafford over Dak 100% for me today.
Yeah.
Achane or Jerome Ford for Boham's fans.
Yeah, we've had a few of this one, and honestly, I just really
it's the Achane injury toe thing that I think is worrying people.
Of course, yeah, but like the Bears defense has come on as of late. Like they traded for Montez Sweat, they got Eddie Jackson back. Like this is not the Bears defense we saw earlier in the year, right? And we do it all the time. We're like the same. We see the Browns. We see that orange helmet. We just think that defense is good, but they lost Grant Delpit. I mean, the list of injuries the Browns defense had is too long to even go through. So I'm going to go with Achane. The game script is great for Raheem Mostert and Achane, assuming Achane is healthy enough to play football.
Yep, I'm with you there. Ridley or Cooks? I'm going to go Cooks here, just given the weather concerns for me personally. AJ Brown or Ayuk?
Again, with that excellence, with that one, you can keep an eye on the weather as well because you have a 4 o'clock player with Cooks. So, but if it's anything like they're saying, then you don't want 50 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour is a problem. 30 mile an hour is you can't throw. 50, 60 mile an hour means you can't
stand on the field.
You don't even try. There will be no field goal attempts. Yeah, exactly. It's like, so I don't really like that.
Brown or Ayuk?
Gotta start AJ Brown. I mean,
no, I mean the obviously the quarterback concerns could be there if Hurts sits.
well, so so if Marcus Mariota were the quarterback, we would obviously pick Ayuk, right?
Yeah, I think you have to go Ayuk here.
I think you probably do. That's crazy to me that you have to sit AJ Brown.
I mean, Ayuk's been good. It's not it's not like AJ Brown versus Noah Brown here. It's still Brandon Ayuk. So
you have 4 hours to search Jalen every 15 minutes. Type Jalen Hurts into your Twitter search box up until 4 o'clock, and if you don't hear anything one way or the other, start Ayuk.
Rob, I'm not sure what this is.
Standard, damn, or P.
Feels like you like hit enter before you finish your thought here.
So Dak, or here'd be my guess. Dak, and the second one is Purdy.
Damian Pierce.
You got to put that one back in.
Yeah. Come back in here. PPR down big because of Goff. Achane or go with Connor or Wilson. No, you'd play Achane.
Play Achane, yeah.
Yeah. Would you play Connor or Wilson if Achane's out?
Connor.
Okay. Tucker Kraft, Darren Waller, Taysom Hill.
I'm going to start Darren Waller. I'm going to have him ranked around 12. Someone did mention a snap count, but here's the thing with Tucker Kraft. He's blocked on 13 pass plays over the last 2 weeks. So technically, he's on his own kind of snap count. And I'm just not going to start Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill, the thing with Taysom Hill is somebody came to me and they said, oh, Olave's out. Why don't you move to Taysom Hill out? It's like, dude, Taysom Hill's not going to play wide receiver. They have other people that play wide receiver. Taysom Hill actually does better when the offense does better.
Yeah, he does better when John Johnson's out because he plays tight end.
So. Right. When he plays, if Juwan Johnson's out and he plays tight end, great. Otherwise, what you're banking on is for the offense to be good and him to get the goal line battering ram touchdowns. If the offense is playing poorly, that doesn't help Taysom Hill. No. They don't sit there and say, "Oh, we're getting crushed. We need to give the ball to Taysom Hill more." He's a guy that they use on 3rd and 1 or on goal line.
We have Likely or Goddard 1 point PPR.
I'm going Likely. Even in the wins, he gets enough screens. He's the matchup's good enough, and Goddard might be missing his quarterback.
Okay. Fields and Stafford. Opponent has Kupp and Puka. Yeah, I'm still playing Stafford. Like
I'm playing Stafford regardless.
Their points, man. That's fine. If Kupp and Puka Nacua go off, and Stafford's on your bench, you lose, right? At least you get points for Stafford there. So
and every time if Stafford throws a touchdown to like Tyler Higbee or Demarcus Robinson, you take a big sip of your beer.
Waddle, Ford, or Aaron Jones?
That is a tough one. That is very tough. You and I really don't trust Aaron Jones. We've talked about this, that there's a long history of this guy coming back from injury and being on a limited snap count. So I don't know, John. Waddle or Ford?
My problem is Ford keeps on getting hurt.
I'm going Waddle. He's only showing town.
I agree. And I think Tyreek Hill's going to play today. So, they still will have to worry about that. I'm going to go Sam Howell here, Jamie, over Kyler Murray today. Mm-hmm. Achane, Edwards, or Dowell. I'll say this. If Achane sits, I'm going Rico Dowell. He got double-digit carries last week, and he got early carries in that game. It wasn't just blowout run, and he got goal line carries in that game over Tony Pollard. So
boom shakalaka.
I think they're starting to look at Rico Dowell and being like, you know what? We need a little more power to our running game here in Dallas. Mm-hmm.
So they gave Tony Pollard the carry at the 3-yard line, and he got absolutely stuffed. And then they gave it to Dowdle, who scored a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Dowell is someone to take a look at this week if Achane ends up sitting out. Just the workload that he got last week. Got 28% of the offensive snaps. Again, he's not like dominating the snap share, but good to see him get that kind of workload early in a game. So
neither is Gus Edwards.
Yeah, Gus Edwards is on the way down. Dowell's at least on the way up. So Rashee Rice, McBride, Elliott, Cooks for a flex spot.
How do you go away from Zeke Elliott right now?
I was going to say, how do you go away from Zeke? Yeah, I think that's for sure the spot here today.
Mm-hmm.
McBride, Schultz, or Taysom Hill for Peter?
McBride. Schultz has a terrible matchup, and his quarterback is Case Keenum. So I would actually start Taysom Hill. I usually never recommend Taysom Hill. I would start Taysom Hill over Schultz.
Okay. Rex saying all questions are full PPR Superflex. All right, we'll keep that in mind when you throw them out there.
Gotcha, Rex.
Achan or Jaden Reed? I'm gonna go Jaden Reed in this spot here, honestly.
Yep, Reed for sure.
Defense, Saints or 49ers today? I'm gonna go 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers. Both are good options though.
Yeah, both are good options, but I'll go 49ers here. Flex, Swift, likely Taysom or Ridley. Swift is a lot more interesting.
Swift. I like Swift. I already liked Swift anyway. The thing with Swift is that we didn't know that they would use Gainwell in negative game scripts because the team has 10 wins. So they didn't have a lot of negative game scripts. But I don't think this game is going to be one of those like negative game scripts where they use Gainwell. I think this is going to be a good Swift game.
Yep, I'm with you there. Full point PPR, you said, by the way, in that one. So I'm good with Swift there. Achan or Connor?
Depends how conservative you are.
I'm gonna go Achan if he's in.
I'm going Achan if he's healthy, but if you really are risk averse, or if like let's say you started Sam Laporta or something, maybe you go Connor, but Achan is the high upside play.
Agreed. Flex 1 point PPR, Shaheed or double up with Spears and Henry. Or pick up Curtis Samuel. You're already playing McLaurin and Howell. I'm fine going Shaheed. He's going to be the number one wide receiver today. So
yeah, Shaheed and Henry.
Yeah, definitely playing Henry. Yeah,
Henry for sure against this team.
Over 200 yards rushing per game the last 5 games against Houston, and nobody's playing. No one's playing Derrick Henry.
He's got the magic against that team.
Falcons or Ravens D here. Obviously, the Ravens potential weather. Falcons also in a weather game against Carolina.
I like Falcons, man. Rookie quarterback, torrential downpour. That sounds like good Falcons D-Day.
Yeah, I'm down with that one. Let's see. David here. Standard flex, Zay Jones, Rashid Shaheed, Antonio Gibson. Gibson the lead back today.
Yeah, Gibson, especially in standard.
Robin, Dak or Purdy? Well, I think you were right on that one.
I nailed that one.
Yeah, Dak or Purdy standard. It doesn't matter, but
you like Purdy, right?
I do like Purdy today.
Yeah. The thing people and I've made this mistake myself in the past. You and Howard correct me on that. Is that people get worried that it's going to be a blowout and they rest starters or whatever. For it to be a blowout, first you got to score all those blowout points. Which for a guy like Purdy, you gotta love it.
Sure, certainly it could be another 3 touchdown from CMC. Always a possibility here, but I mean he's been throwing the ball really well with Deebo Samuel. So give me Purdy and then Waller or Kincaid. Coop.
Kincaid, man. Waller supposed to be on a snap count. Kincaid, first game back with Knox, he played more snaps than he had been in the previous 3 games. Yeah. So he's dialed in. Got 8 targets.
Cameron said he was leaning Lamar over Dak because of the Buffalo weather, but 50-mile-an-hour winds in Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm playing Dak over Lamar today.
Dak, yeah.
I was probably playing Dak over Lamar anyways. The weather in Buffalo is not going to be too bad.
It's going to be all right.
What is this?
Did you see what Dalton Schultz was doing? I'm sorry, did you see what Jake Ferguson was doing in practice?
No.
He was out there dipping his hands in a bucket of ice water. And then they have this like thing you run through. It's like a gauntlet with like these like things that hit you. And he put pictures of like Jordan Poyer and the Bills safeties on there. So he's out there getting ready in the weirdest way possible.
It's something. I'm assuming this is New Orleans or Atlanta defense.
Yeah, that'd be my guess. Let us know if it's New Orleans or New York Giants defense.
Oh yeah, could be Giants. I'm gonna go Atlanta though.
Atlanta, yep.
Already have Tyreek. Need one of Jones, Waddle, or Ford.
Waddle.
Yeah, it's probably still Waddle for me.
Mm-hmm.
Coaching 5 points per win. Jeez.
Yeah.
These leagues, man. Dallas coach, Tennessee, or New Orleans. What coach would I pick? I think Tennessee beats Houston today.
Tennessee beats Houston. Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Give Vrabel in there.
Yeah. Maybe he'll get a touchdown pass.
That's cool, though. I like that, dude. 10 touchdown passes.
Yeah, I'm going McLaurin over London.
I love McLaurin today, man.
Yep.
Rarely do I like McLaurin.
Howell's going to go over Lawrence for me today. I like Sam Howell tonight. Diggs, Nakua, Ayuk, Smith need 3 of the 4.
Definitely going to start Puka in that matchup, and I'm going to start. I'm going to start the first 3 because Jalen Hurts might be sick. He is sick.
He might not play. Yeah, traveling by himself. I mean, that's how bad it is.
Yeah.
Get him some IVs, please. Standard flex: Foreman, Gibson, OBJ, Hollywood Brown.
Gibson, right?
Yeah,
got Gibson. Only show in town.
Yep. Goddard or Njoku. I think we answered something.
Njoku.
Okay. Tobias here. McKinnon, Foreman, or Calvin Ridley. I'm gonna go Jarek.
Yep, Jarek McKinnon.
Went against Gibbs, facing the highest scoring team in the playoffs. Injuries have me, and I have Hurts. Need 2.
Zay Jones, Noah Brown. Man, you're just catching the wrong end of the stick
Yeah, I think I'm
across
going to
the
Noah
board.
Brown and Chris Godwin today.
Yeah, got to. Because you can't start Thielen in the weather. You can't start Zay Jones in the wind.
Yeah. Need 2 out of 3. CEH, Likely, or Kincaid.
The way I have it ranked, it would be CEH and Likely.
That's fine. I have no arguments there against CEH. Tyreek Hill inactive, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
no Tyreek Hill today.
Good gravy. No Tyreek Hill. That means Cedric Wilson. I mean, now Cedric Wilson moves to the outside. Braxton
Is Chosen Anderson still on the team?
I'm sure he's floating around. But Cedric Wilson's the guy that's picked up the snaps in the past when he goes out. So it's going to be Waddle and Cedric Wilson on the outside, Chosen probably mixing in, and then Braxton Berrios remains in the slot, but he plays a part-time snap share. And Durham Smythe is the minimum $2,500 on DraftKings and is now all of a sudden a little more enticing at the minimum price. We're talking a guy that gets 3 or 4 targets, might score, might not score.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's an interesting spot there now. Tough fantasy football playoffs are here, and all of the top guys are going down. So
now it makes the him tweeting the peace sign. No one knew what it meant because he would do the peace sign thing when he's doing well, but now him tweeting the peace sign is actually kind of funny. Like, peace out, I'm not playing.
Yeah, first round playoff. I was against the Raiders defense. Ouch. Played Chandler. Would you play Ford over Achane if you had to pick one? No, if Achane's in, I'm playing Achane.
Achane's in, I'm playing him, especially with Tyreek Hill out. I mean, they're going to need
throw to him more.
Bigger piece of the pie for everybody else.
Dak or Brock, I'm going Purdy. Devin Achane officially active for today. So there you go.
Good.
Stafford over Howell for me.
Yep, agreed.
Kyler, Dak, Lamar, or Howell. I'm going to go Dak in this one.
Dak. I have Dak.
Yeah. Herbert. Herbert drag go down. Flacco or Levis. I'm going Flacco here, Steve.
Yeah. Although, they're wearing the Oilers jerseys, John.
What?
They're wearing their Oilers jerseys. Last time they were. They're wearing them in Houston, which is funny.
That's crazy.
Right? Yeah. Will Levis threw 4 touchdown passes last time he wore those jerseys, but the answer is
added motivation. I'm still going to go Flacco here. Yeah. Olave, Achane, or Rashee Rice?
I think I like Rashee Rice in that case, actually.
Olave officially inactive, by the way. So.
Yeah, Olave's inactive, and Rashee Rice played 85% of the snaps last week, which is the highest of any wide receiver on the Chiefs all year. In fact, only one other time has a wide receiver played more than 70% of the snaps. It was week 2, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So Rashee Rice basically given an unprecedented level of usage for that team last week, and I don't think they turn around and send him back because he played really well.
All right. Question for me. I'm assuming Velmer must be playing you in the fantasy football playoffs here today, but it's a tight end question.
So. Oh, yes. I'm not. Maybe I shouldn't tweet my tight end rankings out later today.
I will say that I know from experience, Coop has said a lot of times you don't want tight ends versus Tennessee. So let's take our run with Darren Waller here today, Belmer.
Yeah, I will. I know. I don't want to help the Chalupa Batmans beat me this week, but yeah, Dalton Schultz with Case Keenum at quarterback against the Titans sounds terrible.
Your screen was blurry when I sent the message. I need a flex out of Swift, Taysom, Likely, or Ridley. What do we got for Richard here?
Swift, Taysom. I'm not going to start Taysom. I think I'm going to start Swift, to be honest. Likely and Ridley are now potentially playing in a tornado.
Yeah, go Swift here, Richard. Especially if Mariota's going to be the quarterback. Be a lot more handoffs going his way.
Tornado.
Yeah, what do we have? The vortex or something like that?
The polar vortex. We've had a lot.
Wasn't there like a hurricane in San Francisco a few years
ago? Yeah. I forget. We had earlier this year. We had the atmospheric river. We've had the polar vortex. We've had
there was some like massive hurricane in San Francisco.
This one needs a name. The Jagnado.
Yeah, something like that. Rice, Nakua, Moore, sit one.
Rice, Nakua. Oh wow! I probably said DJ Moore. You're definitely gonna start Puka Nakua against Washington. So that one's locked in. It's Rice versus DJ Moore.
I think I'm sitting Rashee Rice.
I think it's fine. Patriots are they're not a good football team, but they have a stingy defense.
Yeah. They have a really good defense.
Right.
Andrew, have you recovered from the Evans pick last week?
I
Hill,
know.
Schultz, or McBride here for Cindy?
I'm starting Trey McBride for sure. And yeah, Evan Ingram, dude, I feel like I let people down. I mean, I still have him ranked at like 6 or 7, but like that Browns defense usually good against the tight ends, but this week I mean, 2 touchdowns. What are you gonna do? Evan Ingram. Sorry I doubted you.
Ravens or Falcons? I think we went Falcons here.
Falcons, yeah. I I think I need to move the Falcons up because every start sit I look at, I'm like, yeah, rookie QB and torrential downpour,
Yeah.
Falcons.
Hurts, you're definitely playing, or Jack, you're definitely playing Purdy over Hurts here.
Yeah, do it, dude. Yeah. You have a great option.
Yeah. Olave's not playing, Russ. We just got that news. So Cooks or pick up Demarcus Robinson, Michael Wilson, Robert Woods. I'm going to go Cooks here.
I'm cool with Cooks, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go Stafford again. We answered this one. Guys, again, we're going through the list here, so you don't need to re-enter your question twice. Yeah. I promise we will answer them as we
we'll go rapid fire if we have to, and I'll stay. I don't know about you, John, but I can stay a little bit late if I have to. So we're gonna get to them. Yeah.
Moore or Gibson half PPR? Ooh. I'm going Gibson.
I'm going Gibson too.
Yeah. Baltimore or Chicago defense is where I'll go Baltimore.
Baltimore, yep.
Stafford over Lamar Jackson for me here, Peter. Yep. DK single entry, Keenum and Mechie loading up on everyone else. A good idea. I mean, Howard Bender likes it. So.
He likes Keenum Mechie. I quietly like Keenum, Xavier Hutchinson. So you're gonna have to make a decision on that. I think they're both $3,000. So maybe whatever lineup you make the exact same lineup, one with Mechie, one with Hutch.
Yep. 6-point TD for quarterbacks. Gino not available, and I have Hurts. I picked up Howell. Yeah, play Howell, dude. Steven, you're good there.
Yep.
4 rushing touchdowns the last 3 weeks for Howell as well, adding some value to him there. Singletary or Foreman?
Man, I don't trust Foreman. I know that he got the most touches, but the coach said that they decide based on the week of practice, which is about the most annoying thing you can say. I think with no Jeffrey Simmons, I'm going to go Singletary. Might regret it, but
McBride or Njoku?
McBride. Joku, that Bears defense is different, is better against the tight end with Eddie Jackson. Look at what they did to Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta yesterday scored 3 touchdowns. We know Sam Laporta is good. In the last 2 games against the Bears that he played this year with Eddie Jackson, he had like 18 yards and like 26 yards, right? Like Bears aren't a good matchup anymore. The defense is coming around.
Yeah, they're getting better. The season's moved on for sure. Need one of Amari Cooper, Drake London, Romeo Doubs, or CEH. I'm gonna go Doubs in this instance, going against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, sucks, but London's caught up in the storm.
Vince needs 2.5 PPR. Breece Hall, Brandon Cooks, Zay Flowers, Jaden Reed. Loving Jaden Reed today. I might go Cooks and Reed for me.
Yeah, real quick on the Lucky's question there. Like Drake London has been the most, like he's been such a roller coaster, but it's been the most predictable roller coaster ever. Like you can see when it's coming, right? Like Drake London against the Jets, we knew he was going to get crushed. And then last week, Drake London, we looked at him, we're like, you know what? Get him in there, gets 10 targets. This week, we look at the rain and you take him out. So, I know he's like in hindsight, it looks like it's crazy, but it's easy to figure out when to start Drake London, when not to. On this question, I like Brandon Cooks. Oh, I like Jaden Reed. So Jaden Reed and Brandon Cooks. You want to avoid Zay Flowers. You want to avoid any wide receiver named Zay today because the winds might be 50 or 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, agreed.
John, Cooks. Breece Hall or Cooks?
Cooks.
Okay, good. Cooks and Reed.
Full point PPR. That doesn't matter for quarterback questions. Did you play Gino or Locke over Lawrence?
Man.
Well, you have the luxury of waiting because that's a Sunday night football game. So if the weather is as bad as they're saying, Dalton, then yes. If it's not as bad as they're saying, then no. So wait it out.
Right. Go easy on the strawberries during the early games so that you're ready to make that decision at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock, check the weather. If they're showing that they're not throwing the football because it's blowing in the stands, then play Gino or Locke over Trevor here. Kyler or Tua?
Ooh. Johnny, this is all you, brother. This is why we got you here. This is your time to shine.
I'm going to go Kyler Murray.
All right, let's go. I'm in. I love that because I'm starting Kyler in 2 leagues, dude. I thank God I stashed Kyler Murray in a bunch of places. Well, we'll see if it pays off, but because I lost Cousins, I lost Anthony Richardson in like 4 leagues. Like I lost Justin Herbert in my FFPC league. My 2 quarterbacks were Justin Herbert and Anthony Richardson. Like $250 buy-in league. Nightmare, Johnny.
I mean, listen, the league that we're in, Coop, I have Jalen Hurts, and I didn't have a backup quarterback. I thought I was good to go. I just had to pick up Locke and Mariota. I'm just holding them and figuring out what's going to happen with Jalen Hurts.
Dude, you and me have been crushing in that league. My quarterback was Herbert. Sorry, my quarterback was CJ Stroud. I have Tyreek Hill, so now I got to put somebody in for Tyreek Hill. Like, our pets' heads are falling off.
They just won't let us win that league, Coop.
Thank God I have Sam Laporta, dude.
Speaking of that league, Dan Shortson here, love or bust today. Yeah, we're in on love here. I like love today.
I'm liking it, man.
Kincaid or Likely for Lewis?
I have Likely ranked ahead.
Okay. Pick 2 super flex: Mostert, Bijan, Kamara, or White. That's a crew. Well, what's
Crazy,
your super flex
bro.
QB, Craig? You might, in this case, you might be able to play a third running back.
You might be able to. You have to start. Oh my god, you have to start Rachaad White
and Mostert.
Bijan in the
rain game against Carolina. My problem with the rain game against Carolina is you could just see Algier also get a bunch of carries. But Craig, let me know what your other quarterback is, because that's because you might have like 4 20+ fantasy point running backs.
You might not. I mean, the way I have it right now is I have Bijan and Kamara as my top guys. But like,
yeah, with Taysom Hill back, I downgrade Kamara because they get in the red zone. It could very well just be Taysom Hill, and I hate that.
Yeah.
But Mostert for sure now with no Tyreek Hill. I think they're just gonna line up and run the ball a lot here against the Giants.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, like hopefully you win that league because there aren't even any good players left for anyone else to have.
There's really not. Houston or Jacksonville defense here. I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
Yep.
Pick 2 running backs. We did this one already. Let us know who the super flex is. DJ Moore, Godwin, or Gabe Davis.
It's never Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I think we're going DJ Moore here, Rex, for me.
Mm-hmm. Upside.
Lockett, Cooper, or OBJ. I like Lockett. I don't really care who the quarterback is. Going up against Philly secondary here. And Darius Slay, I think, is out for this game as well. So,
yep. That's the way to go. Yeah,
so
go Lockett. Real quick, going off script here because I had a question for you. I answered it on your behalf. It was from our good buddy, former MLB pitcher Joel Pinheiro, wanted to know to go Love or Fields this week.
Love.
And I said the QB guru John Impemba has Love, so that's where I'm going. And he said, "Okay, let's go. Tell Impemba it's all on him now." LOL. So,
I'll gladly bear that for you here, my dude. Let's get it done here today. Okay. Antonio Brown, DJ Moore, or Tyler Lockett?
Antonio Brown, DJ Moore, Antonio Brown, dude.
I just read Antonio
gives me. Yeah. Folks, he will read whatever you put on the teleprompter.
I'm literally Ron Swanson. I will read whatever.
He'll put whatever you put on the teleprompter. He will read.
Character there.
Yeah,
Ron Burgundy.
Ron Burgundy. Yeah, Antonio Brown. On the screen here. Yeah, it'd be nice if you could start Antonio Brown.
Yeah, Ty. I don't know who that is. Antonio Gibson. Yeah, you wrote it down here lower. Lockett for me.
Lockett. Yep.
Howell, Richard, because again, can't wait on the Hurts injury there. Miami or Buffalo, D. And I like Miami today.
Yeah, I do not want to start. The Cowboys get no respect. Like, I think the Cowboys are going to win this game, and they're not even favored. Like, the Cowboys are a good football team on offense and defense.
I said this to Bender on the DFS show. The Cowboys' defense price on DraftKings is like criminal. They just downgrade him because they're going up against Buffalo. But I mean, why?
Josh Allen is a turnover factory. Yeah. He's a one-man turnover.
And that pass rush is going to cause him to, run around and,
He takes the thing about these mobile quarterbacks is they take sacks that don't look like sacks because they're scrambling around. But if you scramble around and get tackled 2 yards short of the line of scrimmage, that's a sack. Yeah. So like, and these guys, Sam Howell's the king of that. Like you look at the stat, you watch the game and it doesn't look that bad. Then you look at the stat sheet and it says he got sacked 7 times, right? Mm-hmm. Like Josh Allen does the same thing.
Gibson, Moore, Lockett. We did this one already. We're going Lockett there. Tua or Levis.
I got this one on the radio today, and I could not start Will Levis. You're not if your season ends because you started Will Levis over Tua, you're not gonna be able to sleep at night.
Yeah.
Don't do it, John. Don't do it. The Dolphins are just a much better team than the Jets. They're gonna be fine.
But they're gonna run on them.
They're gonna be fine. Derrick Henry's gonna run all over the Texans.
I'm gonna go Will Levis.
Oh, he's doing it.
I don't like doing it all today. I don't think
Ty.
I'm not sure who I'm starting Tua over now that there's no Tyreek.
Ty, you got to ask yourself, man. You got to ask yourself if you start Will Levis over Tua, it's a legendary.
Starting your studs does not matter in the playoffs.
It's a legendary move.
You got to make the smart decisions. You have some bad weather against one of the best pass defenses in football. You're missing your number one wide receiver. This is the defense that can't stop the run, and you have two elite running backs.
And the Titans are wearing the Oilers jerseys today. For Houston coming to town, they're going to rock. And
Will Levis has looked better. Listen, DeAndre Hopkins has looked good. Chicken Conquo.
I'm using Chicken DFS. Yeah. People don't ask a lot of Chig questions, but he's sitting out there on waivers. If your tight end's Dalton Schultz, go pick up Chig and start over Dalton Schultz. If your tight end is, I don't know, Tucker Kraft, go start Dalton. Go start Chig.
1 point PPR, Eagles D, Packers, Bears, Texans.
A Packers D question. What in the world? That's a tough one. I have to check my rankings on that one. Hit the next question.
I think it's still the Eagles, but obviously, they haven't been great, Russ.
Yeah, there's been so many moving parts.
Yeah, Kincaid or Waddle?
Waddle. Okay. Because Kincaid still I still moved Kincaid down some because
so Ty has Tua, Kyler, or Levis. Go Kyler. That makes sense. Yeah, see, why not give us the full scope there, dude? I would have said Kyler instantly there. Go Kyler for me. Scaring me with the Bears D, Njoku or Goddard.
Well, you got to go Njoku. I know. Sorry, I don't mean to scare you, but Jalen Hurts not playing is much scarier for Goddard. And Goddard, people think he's a red zone threat. He's not. He only has 9 end zone targets over the last 4 years. To put that in perspective, Donald Parham has 7 this year, and he has 9 over the last 4 years. Goddard is not an end zone guy, so give me Njoku in that one, especially because Jalen Hurts might not play. On the defense question, I honestly don't have any of these defenses ranked inside of my top 13. So if you're a Fantasy Line member, Russ, and I know you are, see if you can find anything out there, for other options. But honestly, a lot of the teams have already played, so can't really go there. I would go with the Packers. That's why I've ranked the highest. Next, I have the Bears. I'm not really interested in the Eagles defense with the injuries they have, and I'm not going to start the Texans either.
Jair Alexander back today. So listed as questionable. So we'll see. The Packers are fine. Again, get Baker on the road. I'm good with that. Yeah. Last one for me is a DFS question. Fade my shares of Bijan. The weather should have you in on Bijan Robinson.
Yeah. We're still in on Bijan. The only question we didn't pick Bijan for was he had 4 of the top 6 running backs in the league. That was the only one we didn't pick Bijan. But
yeah, if you want to pivot on Bijan, go play Derrick Henry. No one's playing Derrick Henry today for whatever reason.
I got a Derrick Henry lineup.
I have him in all my lineups today. I'm riding it. Under 10% right now, projection for Derrick Henry. Let's ride. 1 point PPR starting likely, could pick up Chig or Kraft. What are your thoughts here, Coop?
No, start likely.
Even with the potential weather there over Chig and Kraft?
Even with the weather. With the weather, I'm going likely. He's, again, low 8 routes, screens. I think he's going to be just fine.
Okay. Bender's got an anytime touchdown parlay on underdog. Rashad White, Logan Thomas, Jaden Reed, DeAndre Hopkins, and Brandon Ayuk. I think they all certainly have opportunities to score. I'll say you probably would get a better payout on a sports book doing that kind of anytime parlay, but I know Bender in California, you got limited resources there, so I don't mind it.
50. I think Howard mentioned that was also $50 to win 5,000. I look at that.
It makes sense.
I look at that list of guys, and there's nobody there where I don't like the individual anytime touchdown bet. I like it for all of those guys. So you just gotta have the luck in your favor, my friend. We're rooting for you.
You ready for my get rich touchdown parlay, Coop?
Yeah, Geez, we're already at 50 minutes. Let's get it in, then we'll rapid fire.
We'll get in. Okay, so this one is not as big as last week's, where I had a chance to win 100,000 on a dollar. We have Derrick Henry 2 touchdowns, Christian McCaffrey 2 touchdowns, Kyron Williams 2 touchdowns, and then anytime touchdowns for Raheem Mostert, Bijan Robinson, Kareem Hunt, and Jaden Reed. That's 5 to win $9,000. So
$5 to win $9,000. There you go.
That's what we got.
I mean, it's all entirely possible. It's all entirely possible.
I like the Kareem Hunt today over
Ford.
Ford.
Yeah.
All right, we got like 10 minutes. Let's rapid fire here. Purdy or Fields? I'm going Purdy.
Purdy.
Do I play Kyler or play Hurts? No, play Kyler anyways.
Play Kyler. Especially if you're in good shape. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going Achane over London. What about you?
Yes, absolutely.
Swift, Likely, or Connor?
Swift.
Gabe Davis or Demarcus Robinson?
I like Demarcus Robinson. I'm just saying. I think that game's going to be a shootout. Demarcus Robinson has touchdowns back-to-back games, both against the Browns and against the Ravens, which are tough defenses. This is the easiest defense to throw on. No Tutu Atwell.
I'm good there. Diggs, Nakua, Smith, Ayuk need 3 of 4.
Definitely starting Puka. Definitely starting Diggs. No, I think you got it right. You can bench Smith. Yeah, start Diggs, Puka, and Ayuk.
Yep. I'm going to go Purdy over Fields and then need Kyron Williams, White, or Henry needs 2 of that group.
Wow. You might have to bench Derrick Henry.
You might have to bench Derrick Henry.
You might have to.
The full PPR, Williams and White get the.
You have to start Kyron Williams. Yeah. You have to start Rashad White, actually. Yeah. I mean, like, it's actually, the more you think about it, it stinks that it just.
Flex, Timothy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Your team is sick. But yeah, let us know who's in the flex.
Wide receivers in terrible weather games. London or Flowers?
I mean, rain or wind, John? What scares you more?
I think I go London.
I'm still going to go Flowers because the over-under has not come down on that game yet. Like, why is the over-under still 40.5 in that Jaguars game? I'm going to go Flowers.
We got a kicker question.
Do we bet the under on that game right now, John?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm going to do that after the show. Justin Tucker, no.
I don't know. Okay, what's your kicker rankings look like, Coop?
Well, Justin Tucker's high, but I did the last update I didn't. The weather wasn't.
I picked up Joey Sly, honestly, in the league, Russ. You can ride him out there against.
Yeah, I actually like Haversack. Linda says that's her play of the week.
Okay, Haversack it is. We trust Linda. She's
Haversack's what you want. Justin Tucker, 50, 60 mile an hour winds. He if the wind's at the
back, is it blowing to his back? He might kick 80 yards.
Kick 80 yards today.
Let's see here. Rankings: Bears, Falcons, Titans. I think we're on Falcons here, Cindy.
Yeah, she wants them in order though. So
Falcons,
Titans, Bears. Titans are facing Case Keenum.
Yeah, it's probably where it is. But the Bears,
Falcons, Titans. I know they have, but in a vacuum.
Flowers, JSN, Waller, Spears, PPR.
I like JSN. He's playing a ton.
That's fine. I'm going Love over Fields today.
Mm-hmm.
Pick 2: Walker, Cook, CEH, Gibson, McKinnon, Thielen.
James Cook. You have to start James Cook. He's basically Tyler Boyd. If Tyler Boyd got 10 to 15 carries a week, look at the receiving for James Cook lately. And then I'm going to go Gibson. Go with the full-time guy in a sea of part-time guys.
Works. Tim wants to know if he's too high on the Rams. No, they have the second highest implied team total. You can certainly go Stafford, Kyron, and Puka Nacua. That is fine.
Yeah, you have to. In fact, you have to.
Yeah. Baltimore or Houston defense today? I think we're going Baltimore in this one.
Baltimore.
Likely or Dalton Schultz? I know you're going Likely there. Mm-hmm. Hollywood Brown, Dalton Kincaid, or Rashid Shaheed?
I'm going Dalton Kincaid. I believe 8 targets last week. He's playing. He's active. He's good to go. I'm going Kincaid.
Shaheed, JSN, Keaton Mitchell, Wandale, pick one.
I could be sold on Shaheed.
Wandale got the Avante Taylor matchup.
Who does?
Wandale Robinson.
I know he does. We picked up. We like him for DFS, but he also with Darius Slayton back. I didn't love his snaps, and Waller's gonna be back too. I think I like Shaheed here, Shaheed or JSN, but I think it's Shaheed.
Okay. Stafford, Murray, gonna go Stafford here. Tyreek out, Jerome Ford, Drake London, Dallas Goddard for the flex.
Got to go Jerome Ford, unfortunately. Drake London's playing a rainstorm. Goddard's quarterback's throwing up.
Yep, good there. Demarcus Robinson, Cedric Wilson now.
I like Demarcus Robinson. Both of them are great DFS plays, but Demarcus Robinson, I like betting the over on that game. I like getting DFS pieces of that game. I think the game's going to be a shootout. The Rams Commanders game. So give me Demarcus Robinson.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Cedric Wilson going up against Sauce Gardner and DJ
Yeah,
Reed sounds
he's
terrible.
playing Howell over Hurts. Yeah, you have to, man. You have
Got
to
to.
play Howell
Yeah,
over Hurts.
got to.
Baltimore, Chicago defense.
Chicago.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go Shaheed over OBJ for me.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you have McBride over Njoku here for Allen.
I do. McBride. Trust in the talent. Trust in the usage.
Ford or Connor?
I'm gonna go James Conner. I really do not want to. I don't want to use Jerome Ford or Kareem Hunt if I can avoid it. But I think we're both in agreement. Kareem Hunt over Ford, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go James Conner.
Parker Washington or Rico Dowdle?
You gotta go Rico Dowdle, I guess, now with the weather.
Yeah.
I feel like there are better sneaky plays out there than both those guys, though. Oh, and it sounds like a very deep league, but go see if DeMarcus Robinson's out there. Go see if Xavier Hutchinson is out there. Like, go see if Michael Wilson for the Cardinals is out there. I would start any of those guys over those two. So
yeah, if you had to pick one, Rico Dowdle.
I have to pick one. It's Dowdle, but I think that you could get. This is a good week to get sneaky if you're going that deep.
IDP league, Coop. This could be you.
Should I start? Who's your other option? Also, ask somebody else. Ask I play in one IDP league.
I don't blame any.
But I will tell you, ask our buddy Jordan Liu, right? Ask Gary Davenport, see if he'll answer you. But ask JB Barry, right? Like
Sure.
IDP, there are people out there that really hone in and specialize, and that's where I'd go.
Ann wants to know Nakua or Kincaid for tight end premium league.
Puka Nakua. Yeah, you gotta start Puka
Nakua. Achan, Aaron Jones, or Keaton Mitchell. We're gonna go Achan here for me. Ridley, Cooks. I think
Quentin Johnston already played.
Yeah, Quentin Johnston already played.
You wouldn't know it, but Quentin Johnston already played.
Got a touchdown, man. He got a touchdown.
Yeah. All right.
We got. I don't know if I showed you this one or not yet, Coop. We got a autograph patch card of Quentin Johnston here. Triple color patch card.
A little bit of you got a little bit of the.
There it is.
A little bit of the number on there.
He does not put any effort into his autograph. He just scribbles circles.
You ever pull a shield on one of those?
Not yet. Shields are worth a lot of money.
I can imagine.
Evans or Waddle.
Evans.
I like Evans, I think, today over that spot.
Yeah.
Achan, AJ Brown, Ayuk, Chuba.
Brandon Ayuk, right? Against the Cardinals?
Yeah, I'm going to go Ayuk here.
Yep.
Achan or Breece Hall. I'm going to go Achan. I'm going to go Jordan Love for Jeff here over Trevor Lawrence. Belmer, play Kyler Murray over Hurts. Locke and Mariota are also available on the waiver wire.
I don't want to start Mariota, dude.
Yeah, you're going to just play Kyler, Kevin. I'm in the same spot. It's tough. Sad. Hurts. Achan or McLaurin.
So I'm actually going to go McLaurin here. I do believe that game's going to get hit shootout territory.
Likely or Goddard?
Likely. Goddard again. If I knew Jalen Hurts was playing, it would be closer. But
yeah, I'm gonna go Howell over Hurts here today. Atlanta D against Carolina. Yes, we're in. Hunt over Charbonnet. I am doing Hunt over Charbonnet today. Dubs or Cooks?
I'm gonna go Romeo Dubs.
Yep, I agree with you. Romeo Dubs for me. Ferguson or Kincaid?
I have them back to back, but I'm personally starting Kincaid. If you are risk averse, then start Ferguson. But I'm going for upside, and I'm starting Dalton Kincaid.
I'm riding Flacco here today. 40 plus pass attempts into the last two games. Let's go Joe Flacco here, even against the Chicago. Hollywood Brown or Devin Singletary? I think we liked Devin Singletary here.
Yeah. With Jeffrey Simmons out, it's not so bad for Singletary.
Yeah. Tua, Kyler, or Levis. That'll be this one. And we're going Kyler for you there. Samuel or Cooks for Ann?
I actually like Curtis Samuel. I think Curtis Samuel gets a couple carries today with Brian Robinson out. Curtis Samuel, unlike Jaden Reed, actually lines up in the backfield. He has double-digit actual running back snaps this year. So Curtis Samuel, I don't know if there's an anytime rushing TD prop out there, but I can see Curtis Samuel getting a couple carries on top of the receptions today.
Yep, I agree with you. Waller or Logan Thomas?
So that I'm deliberating after the show. Now that we have inactives out, I'm going to update all my rankings. So follow me on Twitter at Coop A Fiasco, COOPAFIASCO. I'm going to update my rankings entirely. I was going to have Waller ahead, but now I did see a tweet where they said there might be a snap count. Logan Thomas is a very good matchup. Waller's probably going to be ahead of Pitts, but Logan Thomas might be ahead of Waller. So you got to check that out. I'm going to post it soon.
Chig or Kincaid?
Kincaid.
Achane or Swift? I think we go Swift here.
Swift, yep.
Brad just saying hi, and he loves us. We love you too, Brad.
Good luck, Brad. You're the man. Fantasy Alarm family, we're taking out a bunch of trophies this year. Let's go.
McBride and Njoku.
McBride. Right there, baby. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
What hat are you wearing if not the Fantasy Alarm hat, Coop? Jeez.
I'm wearing a hat that says Corey Billy's airboat rides on it.
That makes sense.
Because I want to have the Fantasy Alarm ones available for the front, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, you got the new ones better.
Corey Billy airboat rides.
What hat are you wearing if not?
Obviously, my Corey Billy airboat rides hat.
Yeah, obviously. Man, who do I bench at wide receiver? Well, Tyreek Hill you're benching because he's out.
He's out. So there you go. Easy enough.
Foreman or OBJ? Ugh.
In standard, I'm just going to go Foreman.
Yeah, it goes Foreman. Likely or pick up a Conquo or a Kraft for us?
Likely.
Singletary, Noah Brown, CEH, Brandon Cooks, McKinnon need to have PPR.
Singletary and Brandon Cooks.
That works for me. Gabe Davis, Algier, or JSN?
Why do I want to go JSN, John? But the answer is probably Algier.
I mean, Arthur Smith, man. Yeah, it's probably Algier, but JSN could be in a good spot.
I like JSN. He's playing a lot.
Let's go upside. JSN today. Let's
do it.
Here. Adam, yeah, I'm pretty much playing every quarterback over Jalen Hurts here.
Yeah.
Except like Bailey Zappi and maybe Tommy Collins. Cleveland, Dallas, Falcons. I'm going to go Falcons. Chicago or Atlanta. We're going to go Falcons.
Yeah, we like Falcons. DFS, definitely. They're affordable.
Can you tell me real quick why I like Kyler over San Francisco? Yeah, San Francisco's pass defense actually isn't that good. Arizona's coming off of a bye. They're at home. There's mobility upside with Kyler Murray here, so you get some of that rushing potential. And again, 6 rushing touchdowns over the last 2-3 weeks for Derrick Henry could lead to just more Levis getting in the red zone and Derrick Henry doing the scoring. So
exactly. And at the end of the day, like sometimes the spread is like 11 points, like this one. And the over-under is like 32, which means they're not expecting the other team to do anything. The over-under here is still almost 50, which means the implied point total for the Cardinals is still like 24, right? There are some teams where you look at the implied point total, it's like 16, 17, right? So they're expecting this team to fight back.
Yeah.
Right?
And garbage time exists, man. So
the implied point total for the implied point total for them is actually higher than it is for Houston. The implied point total of 23.3 is higher than what you're getting. Will Levis's point total is, where's the Titans? The point total for that game is to 19.45. So they're expecting almost the Cardinals to score an extra touchdown compared to the Titans. That's why go to Fantasy Alarm to the DFS tools page to Vegas odds, and it basically it breaks it down for you, the implied points for each team.
Couldn't say it any better myself. Plus, again, the Arizona offense is healthy. Hollywood Brown, McBride, like a lot of good weapons there.
Michael Wilson's back.
Yeah. Michael Wilson's back, exactly.
Scored 2 touchdowns against 49ers last time.
We're going Love over Fields here. Lost Olave, OBJ likely or Njoku for a flex play.
I'm gonna go likely. That's how I have it ranked. I'm sticking with it.
Ethan here lost Olave and Tyreek. Oof, I'm so sorry, my friend. Is Perry worth a try or Cedric Wilson if you had to pick one?
Is it Cedric Wilson? If you could go Michael Wilson, I would go there. Otherwise, I'd probably start.
I guess it's Cedric because he's got Olave, A.T. Perry, Tyreek, Wilson. Yeah. So
I'd probably go A.T. Perry over Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson's versus Sauce and DJ Reed sounds real bad.
I'm gonna go Stafford over Purdy here.
We love Stafford today.
Hollywood or Zay Jones. This is where I go Hollywood for me.
Yeah, Hollywood for sure.
OBJ, Zay Jones, Swift, or A Chan. I think I go Swift on this one. I think we went.
Yeah. Got to go Swift. OBJ and Zay Jones. The weather could be crazy there. For if anyone that joined late, they're saying the weather for the night game could be no joke, have gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour, which means we've seen a handful of games like that, and the total pass attempts in the game is usually like 10.
Yeah, right.
Right.
I'm gonna go Flacco over Mayfield, James.
Mhm.
Rashid Shaheed or Demarcus Robinson, non PPR.
I go Shaheed with Olave out.
Wicks, Waller, or Likely. I'm not sure if Wicks is playing today. I haven't seen the official injury report on him here, but where would you go, Coop?
Likely.
Devonta Smith, Ayuk, Zay Jones, DJ Moore has to sit one here.
Hit Zay Flowers.
Okay, Dontavian Wicks, by the way, is active today. So Taysom Hill or Logan Thomas. I think it'll be like Logan Thomas here.
Yep, Logan Thomas.
Then Miami D or Chiefs D?
Chiefs.
Okay. Cards D, 49ers get 80 points. They might get 80 points even with Budda Baker out. So
yeah. The score is going to be like 80 to 24. So that's why we still start Kyler Murray, because 24 is not so bad.
D-Hop revenge game. I mean, definitely could be. Play him in DFS, man. Again, he's been looking good. You know, Levis could throw 8 touchdowns today. It could go to DeAndre Hopkins, but I feel like the way Derrick Henry's been running the ball lately, that's where we're at. Sure. Russ says, good luck to everybody. Timothy, PPR, or Cooks, Shakir, Ridley.
Cooks, Shakir, Ridley. Brandon Cooks.
Yep, Brandon Cooks for me. Amari Cooper versus OBJ. I'm going to Amari Cooper for Craig here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the wind in that game.
Ty saying, first time listener, man, we love you. Subscribe to the channel, like our shows here. If you're not already a member of the Fantasy Alarm family, I'll throw this out to everybody right now. The scroll's been going all show here, but if you scan that QR code, you get 50% off the first month. It's about $20 a month for the first month there. Use promo code Let's Go at sign up. Become a member of the Fantasy Alarm family. Get access to all of our premium content and our premium Discord channels where myself, Coop, Howard, Bender, the whole crew are in there answering your questions all day, all the time. So if you're not yet signed up, become a member of the Fantasy Alarm family. Do so today. Again, fantasyalarm.com/let's go, or scan the QR code there on the screen. Use promo code Let's Go to save 50% off the first month. Final couple questions here, Coop. Let's bang them out. Achan or Reed. I like Reed here in the one.
We like Jaden Reed. We like Jaden Reed for sure.
Now that Wicks is active, do you go Wicks or Wandale full PPR?
I'm going Wandale against Alante Taylor in the slot. I like that a lot.
Lost Olave, Tyreek, Tank, and Kirk, Ethan. So sad. Parker Washington, A.T. Perry, or Mingo got to sit one. I like sit Mingo in the rain, man.
Parker Washington going to be playing in the crazy win game, though.
Got it. Yeah, that's true. I guess you just sit Parker Washington, man.
The other ones are full-time players at least.
So sad. I have Hurts in my super flex. Starting Howell, have Tua, play Tua, or have Kamara. In this case, Craig, I'm sitting Hurts and Tua. I'm going to play running back.
That's good. Good thing we asked on that, because this is the one with all the crazy running backs.
Because Hurts may not play. Tua's in a bad spot, so play your running backs, dude. Play those 3.
Kamara, White.
Kamara is my last running back there. So for me, White, Mostert, and Bijan, I would play in the super flex.
Yep, let's go.
Ethan saying FA is the best. You're the best, Ethan. Tyler Lockett or Brandon Cooks. I like Tyler Lockett here.
Lockett, yep.
Slow Bro, Likely, Kraft, or Logan Thomas.
Likely.
And Ty saying he is a member. Well, dude, welcome to the show, man. Happy you finally found us. Listens to Sirius all the time. Yeah, man, we do YouTube shows all week long. So subscribe to the channel, get notified when we go live. Coop, that does it. We got it. Kevin's got the last question of the day. San Francisco defense or New Orleans defense?
San Fran, man.
Lawrence, Howell. Definitely going to go Howell.
Yeah.
And then Tucker to Koo. Would you play Tucker or Koo? Gotta go Koo, right?
Koo, yeah, because it could be crazy windy, man.
Yep. Would you add Wandale? Yes, add Wandale.
Do Wandale.
God, they're all coming in.
Last one, Shaheed. That's it. Cut him. We're done. Okay. We went overtime and everything.
Hill, Odell, Shaheed.
Gibson over Lockett. Go Hill, go Shaheed, and go Gibson over Lockett. And then start James Cook. Last one. Go
James Cook, last one. Guys, get in the Discord. Damn, and Tim Tompkins are in there answering all your questions. We got to get out of here. Love you all. Appreciate the support. We'll be back here same time next week. Talk to you then.